Hello everyone and welcome to the Year in Racing for the 2004 Speed World Challenge Championships. I'm Lee Diffie. It seems with every new season the Speed World Challenge continues to exceed expectations, and 2004 was no exception. The depth of driver talent was the best yet, the diversity of manufacturers is outstanding, and the racing, well, the Speed World Challenge on-track action speaks for itself. When we come back, we'll get to this year's action, starting with the touring car class. Bill Auberlen and Turner Motorsport ended up at the top of the heap in 2003. Was there any reason to believe they couldn't repeat in 2004? Stay with us for highlights from Sebring, Lime Rock Park and Mid-Ohio. Welcome back. We finished out the 2003 touring car season with Bill Auberlen clinching the championship in Puerto Rico. Auberlen's Turner Motorsport BMW was carrying 225 pounds rewards weight for that race alone. Entering the first race of the 2004 season at Sebring, Auberlen's BMW was back to base weight at a track he had dominated the year before. Let's take a look at the Sebring highlights, followed by Lime Rock Park and Mid-Ohio.
Moments away here at Sebring. It's very, very warm here in Florida. Will that take its toll? And they're running for the first time, as Calvin Fish mentioned, on these new Toyo competition tyres. Can the champion do what he did here last year and go from pole to victory? We'll find out. Here we go. 2004 is underway for the Speed Touring Car Championship.
Turn one here at Sebring is very wide. You see them already 5 wide as they start to come down the corner. They got to get it sorted out before they turn in right here.
Look at Justin Marks. He's aggressive right from the start, slipping up the inside. Bob Stretch took the fight to Bill Auberlen as they go through turn one. Look at this. Almost four abreast. Auberlen's on your far left. Look at this. Pierre Klein-Ewing, stunning move. Goes right through from third to first. Great stuff for the TSX. Finally, after a very long caution period, we go back to racing, and already Bill Auberlen keen to make a move on Pierre Klein-Ewing. It was Klein-Ewing who made a brilliant braking manoeuvre, but into turn one, he gets pounced upon by Auberlen. And look at this, Sopronos, and they're in there. Bob Stretches on the inside, and so too Nick Jonsson. Auberlen's got it sorted. He will take the win. Back-to-back victories at Sebring for Bill Auberlen. Turner Motorsport, sensational stuff to start the season, and Klein-Ewing will hang on. The order does remain the same. Great drive, James Sopronos, his first Speed World Challenge podium, and Jeff Altenberg picks up fourth. The fight continues as Nick Jonsson recovers to catch up to Shauna Mariners. He will finish seventh and be a little frustrated. And Justin Marks in his first touring car drive for Turner Motorsport, he picks up a top 5 result, but here's your race winner. Auberlen does it from pole to checkered and repeats 2003. Auberlen with 5 to go is almost there to start the year in perfect style. Pole and a win at Sebring. Pole, here's someone, that's Gidley. Mimo Gidley has run off big style.
That's what you hate when you go into that blind dust. You don't know where that car is. He's Klein-Ewing pulling off now. Something's finally broken with his car.
No points for the 3-time Speed Touring Car champion.
3 wide. Look, they're going around him on the outside.
Matt Plum goes the inside. Justin Marks goes the outside.
Oh, and they hit right there. Look, there's no room. There's a guardrail behind that. Wow, bam!
That is a major contact.
It's going to come down right in the worst place, too. Smash right up upside down.
White flag becomes checkered flag. Bill Auberlen picks up his 10th Speed World Challenge career victory.
I'll tell you who one of the fastest cars has been like over the last segment is Pierre Klein-Ewing. He's actually like pulled up back into 5th, and you know, those guys are kind of holding themselves up a little. I think they're watching the guy in back a little bit. He doesn't have any pressure, so he's kind of able to close up and might be able to capitalize.
Excuse me,
Pass
Mimo,
for the
look
lead.
at that. Pass for the lead, first one. Nice work from Matt Plum. Did something happen there? Is something going on with Nick Jonsson's BMW?
It could well have been right there. He could have lost Mr. Shift right at the top of the hill there. Although you should be in the gear by that point.
Look at this.
Peter Cunningham finally got by.
Cunningham moves into the top 3. And Auberlen begins the chase. And Klein-Ewing just hanging back there in 5th. One more turn to go. His brother did it back in 1998. And now last year's Rookie of the Year, Matt Plum. A rookie no more. And he's a winner in Speed World Challenge Touring Car Racing. Well done, Matt Plum, in real time. Terrific stuff, and that's the first victory for the new Acura TSX.
It was a great victory in Mid-Ohio for Plum and Real Time Racing, and after 3 rounds he was third in the championship standings. Auberlen led on the strength of his 2 wins, while Nick Johnson was second after runner-up finishes at Lime Rock and Mid-Ohio. Peter Cunningham and Justin Marks rounded out the early top 5. Up next, things get wild as the touring cars head west. We'll check out 2 rounds at Infineon Raceway and 1 in Portland as the season reaches the halfway point. Could Bill Auberlen build on his points lead? Find out when we return. Welcome back. As the touring car competitors came to Sonoma, California for 2 rounds at Infineon Raceway, the series was in the midst of the busiest section of its schedule. From Sonoma, the teams would move on to Portland International Raceway the following weekend. Keeping equipment in working order was at a premium. But if the start of Sonoma's Race 1 was any indication, it would be a long couple of weeks for some competitors.
On the right of the screen, the reigning champion Bill Auberlen. Pierre Klein-Newbing on the left. Watch the lights. When they go out, we will have action. There's no doubt that this race will be eventful. Here we go at Infineon Raceway. Wow, we've got a car flipped. A car over on its lid, and that is Matt Richmond. I knew it was going to be eventful. There's the sister car.
It's got, obviously, the sister car put him upside down. As you see the damage all the way over the top of the engine compartment. Wow. Driver's out. Look at this. Look at this.
And here we go, back to racing. Bill Auberlen leads the way from Nick Johnson at the restart, and Pierre Klein-Newbing ahead of Justin Marks. Oh, Bob Stretch has turned Justin Marks around.
I said that was a good place to overtake, but you're not supposed to do it that way.
And now he shadows Nick Johnson. He is all over the Techmark driver.
Oh, he's going to get into him.
He's hit him, both go around.
Yeah, I saw that coming.
Justin Marks, he gets by Crescentini for a top 5, so 18th to 5th. Well done, Justin Marks. And you can certainly imagine there will be a path from Turner Motorsport over to the Wheels America team, because Marks will definitely be speaking with him. But it's all about his teammate Bill Auberlen on home soil. The reigning champion is back on top after missing the podium at Mid-Ohio. Auberlen is there. Clear the grid right now. We're set to go. We're live here in California. As soon as the lights go out, round 5 of the Speed World Challenge is underway. Great start from Dino Crescentini. Nick Johnson doesn't get away to the best one, though. Tucks in front of Bill Auberlen. Not quite close enough, though. The Stasis Engineering Audis get away to a flyer, but it's Bob Stretch, our poleman, who'll lead them up the hill. Bob Stretch, the pole sitter, was the leader until that previous corner. Now Nick Johnson's there, and look at the Turner Motorsport boys ganging up.
On both
one
sides.
either side. And Justin Marks, now that's Auberlen that's got the upper hand there. He goes wide. Stretch ducks through on the inside. Justin Marks now applying the pressure.
Now remember, all these guys have already said that they've got it out for Stretch. They're not happy with what he did yesterday. And now there's 2 against 1.
Auberlen thinks he owes him a payback from Sebring, and there
right
it is. On the
ya.
inside, around goes Bob Stretch.
How did I know that was going to happen?
Into turn 11 for the final time. Will Auberlen do a switchback? Outside, inside. He won't have enough on the run. He looks on the inside of Nick Johnson. But this is a magical moment for Techmark Autosport and Nick Johnson. Finally, the wait is over, and Johnson does it at Infineon Raceway. Well done, Nick. Well done, Walter Swick. And the entire team, the race to the line, the battle for 6th, side by side. You couldn't have it any closer. There's contact. Wow, Matt Plum gets a little squirrely. Bob Stretch and he come side by side across the line, and Stretch got it. Will we get a different race winner like we did last time? Here we go in Portland. The real-time boys are swamped on the line as we begin this big, long run down. The BMW's Bob Stretch on the right side. He slots into second immediately. Altenberg looks for an inside run as well. Altenberg had a good, strong run going at Infineon Raceway. Look at this, the inside run. Big braking move from Jeff Altenberg.
Oh, my
and he's pulled it off. Holy dooly.
Wow, was that a strong braking move?
He really ran it in deep there. Jeff Altenberg, now he leads the way. The first time this Mazda 6 has led, and Klein-Newbing gives him a little shove from behind.
Yeah, he said, I didn't like that braking maneuver back there, so remember, I'm here.
Well, unfortunately for Jeff Altenberg, he smelt fumes inside the car. He said the fuel smell was so strong he decided to pull it off the racetrack. So after that great qualifying run in that new Mazda 6 and a strong opening lap, his day is done, Lee.
To
Just updating you on our reigning champion, Bill Aublin, back in 8th place. And it's been a pretty frustrating day for him. He and Nick Johnson carrying the maximum rewards weight of 250 pounds, plus the BMW's weighed down a little extra. But these guys aren't worrying about that. They're not thinking about it. It's time to celebrate. Pierre Klein-Newbing is back on top. The Brazilian rebounds and gets his first victory since Road Atlanta last year. Great stuff.
So Pierre Klein-Newbing took his first win of the year at Portland, but still did not crack the top 5 after 6 rounds. Those positions remained the same except for 4th, where James Sofronis replaced Peter Cunningham. In our first look at the manufacturer standings, BMW had 4 wins to Acura's 2 and led by 18 points. Nissan and Mazda were still looking for their first triumph of the season. 4 rounds remained at 4 classic racetracks. Bill Aublin was in a position for his 2nd straight championship. We'll see how things played out next. The GT class saw some major change in the off-season, and it made for some thrilling racing in 2004. Stick around, the GT story is coming up. Welcome back. The Touring Car Championship would be decided on 4 classic North American racing circuits. 3 men had a realistic shot of winning the title, led by defending champion Bill Aublin. Let's take a look at the stretch run to the championship, starting at Mosport International Raceway in Canada.
Set to go. Klein-Newbing gets a good jump, draws alongside, so too does James Sofronis. Wow, we've got contact, big contact already.
Right in the front. Holy cow, that was Pierre Klein-Newbing hitting his boss, Cunningham.
And now more contact on board with Jeff Oldenburg. He nails the wall. What has gone on at the start of this race? Finally, the caution period is over and we can go racing. Let's hope the guys and girls keep it all together so we can get some laps under our belt here. Coming to the green, and it's the Techmark Autosport BMW of James Sofronis that leads the way. Ahead of Matt Plum, Nick Johnson. Right in there is Bill Aublin and then Mimo Gidley.
Oh, and there's a pass.
Whoa!
Nice job right there. It's going to bring Espinal with him.
Oh, now Sofronis gets all sideways, and that leaves him open to Bill Aublin as well. 2 have gone by. Now it's damage control for James Sofronis.
Here's the pass.
Oh, he's done it.
Ah, they just barely touched right there, too.
1 lap to go from here. Oh, can you believe it? James Sofronis has led from the start to now, and with 1 lap to go, he sits 4th. 2nd career victory, a few yards away. Matt Plum does it for real-time racing, and they get back-to-back victories. Klein-Newbing at Portland. Here at Mosport, it is all about Matt Plum. Let's do it, Road America style. Great start by Bill Aublin, right in the middle of your screen, but it's the Nissan Sentra and the Acura TSX going hard at it.
They were lucky back there. The BMW, one of the Turner Motorsports. BMW's had a bump side to side, but it all worked out.
So it's Peter Cunningham who leads the way from Pierre Klein-Newbing, who's looking at him, trying to work something out.
Peter with blocked up rear.
Whoa, he's gone!
Now he got
saves it. The 29 of James Sofronis, terrific start from James. He pops into 2nd. Boys, get a good crowd here at Road America, and they're enjoying this display. That's what it is. It's a display by Pierre Klein-Newbing.
Over a second a lap quicker than any car in the field. I think they told him to slow up now, but he's 7 seconds ahead, which is a huge amount here at this racetrack. Here comes Oldenburg up the inside of Clay.
Oh,
Clay's out of control.
And he goes over again. Second time this weekend.
Same corner.
And he's ended up back on his wheels after a full flip, a full rollover. Boys, sure make it exciting. 3 guys in the top 3 positions in the championship, Plum, Aublin and Johnson, the 3 guys carrying the most rewards weight. They've been scrapping it out further back there. This is going to make the championship point situation very interesting. But for now, it is win number 2 and a home win for Pierre Klein-Newbing in real-time racing. Last year it was Cunningham, this year Klein-Newbing. Wonderful stuff for the Wisconsin team.
In post-race tech, Klein-Newbing's cylinder head would be found illegal and he was disqualified. 2nd place Peter Cunningham would be awarded the win, his first of the season.
Watch the lights. Klein Newbing wants revenge. Here we go. Road Atlanta is underway, the second last race of the year, and Aublin is going for back-to-back championships. He gets a good start and splits Cunningham and Klein Newbing.
A lot of racing room here at Road Atlanta, and the pass is made before turn 1 up the hill goes Auberlen in the lead.
We're getting a report that Nick Johnson jumped the start and has entered pit lane already for a stop-go. Got a new race leader, Pierre Klein Newbing. And this is the pass for the lead.
Yeah, he had enough. Finally, he'd been looking at Peter for a long time. He's finally decided, okay, I'm going to take it right there in the brake zone.
They're going underneath the hood. I see some duct tape, and they're looking at the front end of the engine, so there's obviously some kind of motor problem here. And Billy Aublin just talked about these yesterday. Remember, he was in the lead PT Championship last year. He had a rare mechanical DNF on the PTG BMW, ultimately cost him the championship, so he has bad memories here at Road Atlanta.
And Pierre Klein Newbing victorious at Road Atlanta. Superb win for the Brazilian, and that is his second victory of the year. Portland and Road Atlanta. Look at this, Jeff Altenberg limping home, as Calvin mentioned, with that gearbox problem. Crescentini goes wide. Here comes championship hopeful Nick Johnson. Crescentini runs wide. This is an extra position for Nick Johnson. Side by side with Dino Crescentini. Gets a little squirrely and sideways. Here comes Scott Poyer. Johnson comes back on the track. 3 abreast under the bridge. Poyer gets sideways in the Merc. Can't quite do it. Crescentini will hold Nick Johnson off.
This is it, the 10th and final race and round of the year. And can Bill Auberlen go back-to-back champions? One of the Audis dived out. That looked like Paul Lambert got away to a flying start. But Pierre Klein Newbing. Now look at this, Gidley on the inside. Mimo Gidley starting 5th. Now he's muscling Peter Cunningham out of the way. And the Ford Focus dives down on the inside. Great start, Gidley. Oh no, something's happened with Peter Cunningham.
Damage to the right side. I see that flapping off.
Oh, major damage on the front right of the car.
And the right rear as well. So Petey's been off.
And he slapped the wall there somewhere, or somebody else. Didn't see another car involved. Wow. Oh, Bill Auberlen needs to be careful here. These guys are really duking it out tough. And Auberlen does not need to get involved in anything crazy here. Clay comes through. Puts a position on Bill Auberlen. Now Nick Johnson wants to try and do the same.
One mistake by any of these guys, everybody be in trouble.
Oh, Johnson thought about it on the inside of turn 11. Auberlen shut the door. Espenlaub comes up into the mix.
Well, right now we're seeing a few sprinkles down here in pit lane, Lee, and I think it's enough, certainly in these final few turns. I'm not sure what it's like around the backside of the racetrack to make a difference. So as this battle at the front intensifies, look for some slipping and sliding.
And the rain is really starting to come down on that front stretch, and our leader has gone from 1st to 4th. Pierre Klein Newbing, whether he made an error, something had went amiss, and that has put Jeff Altenberg into the top spot, Cunningham to 2nd, Gidley to 3rd. What has happened to Pierre Klein Newbing? It is the first victory for the new Mazda 6. Well done, Jeff Altenberg and Tri-Point Mazda. They're successful on home turf. And after finishing 8th, Bill Auberlen has clinched the Speed Touring Car title. Congratulations to Bill Auberlen on his 2nd straight touring car title. Here's a comparison of the past 2 years for Auberlen. Judging by the numbers, 2004 was a much more difficult run. 1 less win and 3 less podiums this year. The most telling number is simply the comparison in the gap to 2nd. 79 last year and 17 in 2004. Here's a look at the rest of the top 5. Nick Johnson ended up in 2nd in his first full touring car season. Matt Plum 3rd, despite missing the final race at Laguna Seca to be with his wife for the birth of their first child. James Sofronis is 4th after finishing 27th in the standings last year, and former champion Peter Cunningham edged out Justin Marks by just 1 point for the final spot in the top 5. BMW won its 2nd straight manufacturer's title by 15 points over Acura, even though both scored 4 wins on the season. Nissan was 3rd and Mazda 4th. With the 2004 Touring Car Champion crowned, we switch our focus to the GT class. The first race at Sebring featured the long-awaited debut of Cadillac's CTS-V. It did not disappoint. Then we'll see how the rest of the competitors would respond in the races from Lime Rock Park and Mid-Ohio. Stay with us. Welcome back. Without a doubt, the biggest story coming into the 2004 GT season was the debut of the factory-backed Cadillac CTS-V. After an intense year-long testing schedule, Team Cadillac arrived in Sebring with high expectations. But a number of seasoned World Challenge teams, including champion Audi, weren't ready to hand Cadillac all the accolades just yet. Here's a look at the opener from Sebring, followed by runs from Lime Rock Park and Mid-Ohio.
Lights are on now. The 2004 season is underway, and there goes Post right from the get-go. And we've got someone stalled on the line.
Everybody buy it cleanly. That's good. A very
That's Andy
wide turn.
Pilgrim.
It is Andy Pilgrim. Look here, 5 wide already. Enter turn 1. You can do that here in Sebring, but you got to tighten it up.
And Michael Gallardi got up there as well with his teammates, so they're fighting Max Angelelli, but it's Post who led them through. It's an Audi 1-2. Gallardi is there.
That's exactly what we thought we would see at the start. The all-wheel drive Audis jump to the front. Watch out, though, Angelelli and that Cadillac when we get on the straightaway. And that McClure, that Corvette. Oh, went off already.
Now, was that Randy? Yes, it is. Post has gone wide. Problems early. Max Angelelli has put the 16, the Cadillac CTSV, out in front, and here's how he did it.
Inside braking move right there makes it look awfully easy as he goes underneath Galati. And that's a really tight corner off the backside there. I don't know, that just makes that look too easy. I can't believe. Look at here again. Good straightaway here, goes inside. Galati not even contesting that at all.
And look at this, you ride with Andy Pilgrim. Gallardi on the right of screen, into turn 1. Gallardi goes for the wide option, and Andy slips through. So from last to second, and we've still got a little over 10 minutes remaining. Final stretch, they're coming home. And what an incredible display from the Cadillac boys. Max Angelelli from pole to what will be victory. Checkered flag is inside here at Sebring. Round 1 of the Speed World Challenge GT Championship, and it's a Cadillac 1-2.
Time board is up. All Audi front row. Second race of the year. Will we see a change? Cadillac was so dominant at Sebring and has had everybody talking for the past 2 months. We've mentioned the restrictions. Oh, Lou Gelati has jumped. Gelati has jumped.
There's the start right there. Michael Galati, a great start. I think he's got a better jump than Popes. He does.
He has indeed. Mike Galati leads the field, and look at the gap they've got already. Look at John Young. He comes from well back and rounds up Mike Culver, and we ride on board now with Eric Curran as he starts from pit lane and begins his catch-up. That's down in turn 1. Back and oh, Michael Galati gets sideways onto the main straight. What a save.
What a save. I saw him twitch here last lap, too. Well, that's going to get the lead over the Popes. Yeah, he's going to have
to. Inside.
Michael's still trying to find his, there's the yellow right there.
Look at this. Michael Culver has his hands full. Tommy Archer thought about an inside move there. Oh, John Young.
John Young with oh, that was on the uphill. I can't believe he saved that.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, that was bad.
Well, we saw one car nail the Armco barrier there in the touring car race just earlier, if you saw that. John Young almost did it big style.
I've never seen anyone save that down there before. That was big.
It was Cadillac at Sebring. It's Audi here in Lime Rock, and an Audi 1-2. Popes and Galati, and then we see the Cadillac of Angelelli on the podium, and Tommy Archer, 2 fourth places from the 2 races so far. Great to see so many GT cars on this beautiful summer day. 34 GT entries line up. We know how good the Audis will be off the start, but can Heinrichs run with them? What's Michael Culver got in his Porsche? Here we go, round 3, we've got a stalled car on the grid. One of the Vipers did not get away.
And he's got away now with tire smoke right out of there. He goes, no wreck, that was good. But got trouble here in turn 1, that's for sure.
Oh, big contact.
Yeah, there was car parts everywhere, and there's a Corvette coming out. Big Phil McClure.
Let's take a look at the replay of the start as they complete lap 1 here at Mid-Ohio.
Oh, goodness, what a traffic jam that was.
That was Lou Gelati, by the look of it. Lou Gelati and Phil McClure getting together. I think Phil may have even brushed the wall on the inside.
That could have been a huge wreck right at the start underneath the bridge in turn 1. Take a look what happens here.
Second car in shot.
Whoa. Just a huge explosion from the engine. That's number 10 blow up because it's on fire in the exhaust pipe too.
Oh, he's hit late race. 1 1/4 laps left to run here at Mid-Ohio. And an amazing performance from John Heinrichs. It has been Michael Galati from pole to now. Nobody else has led this race. He got the jump and has had a clear track ahead ever since the carousel for the final time. And the 5 times World Challenge champion finally gets a long-awaited victory in the champion Audi RS6. So Michael Galati took that win at Mid-Ohio and led the GT standings through 3 rounds. Max Angelelli was in a solid position in second after his win at Sebring and third at Lime Rock Park. Only 6 points separated the battle for third between 3R Racing's Tommy Archer, Andy Pilgrim and defending champion Randy Popes. In the all-important manufacturer standings, Audi's 2 wins put it on top, but Cadillac was only 4 points behind. Dodge and Chevy were third and fourth. Up next, the GT Championship goes west. A trip to the California wine country produces a shake-up in the standings, and a week later in Portland, a privateer driver establishes himself as a clear contender for the title. We'll be back. Welcome back. Michael Galati's 3 podiums to start the season clearly established him as a contender for his 6th World Challenge title. Max Angelelli and Cadillac were also in a great position, just 9 points back. But as the series swung out west for rounds at Sonoma and Portland, so too did the momentum towards a privateer team from Colorado.
We saw mayhem at the start of the touring car race. It was crazy. Let's hope we get away to a good clean start. You've got your pole man on the right, the 3R Racing Corvette of Phil McClure, and the Farnbacher Porsche on the left, Wolf Hensler. Who will get the jump? Speed GT is underway here at Infineon Raceway, and a pretty even start. McClure has the inside run, the Porsche the outside, and Archer again a dynamic start. He's already in the third.
Watch this up in turn 2, hard braking. Porsche to the inside. It's going to be hard not to make contact.
Oh.
He's been bumped from behind right there by the Viper.
Tommy Archer giving Hensler a bit of a nudge. Now Hensler's going to try and round up Phil McClure. McClure's got the inside run. Well done, Wolf Hensler.
Now
Good
they're
driving.
Trouble now. Hensler to the front. Right here, everybody stacks up in their braking. You see Angelelli gets into the back of the Audi, then he gets into the tires big time. He just simply locked up under braking and he hits the Audi. Watch here.
Riding with Angelelli. And it was when he contacted Randy, then the hood went up, then he got blinded, then he hit the tires. This is Mike Galati.
He's going to get hit right here.
Mark Anderson gets into the side.
And that's what took off the little rocker panel right there. That explains that one.
It is a fresh podium. Oh, Phil McClure, the big braking move in turn 11. He throws everything at Wolf Hensler and comes up a little short. The German rookie to the Speed World Challenge for Farnbacher Racing. He wins at Infineon Raceway, the German on top. Phil McClure picks up his first podium of the year, and well done to the C3 Concepts Viper. Moments away from the start here in Portland. Remember, they do not take the festival curves. They will run straight on down into turn 1. Then on the next lap, they will take the festival curves. Portland is away, and Randy Pope splits the pack right in the middle.
And Michael Galati trying to get up from the back to see what happens. They're going faster now than they ever will in the race as they approach turn 1.
Plenty of power on board the Viper competition coupe, and Archer and Popes got into a drag race, and it's very rare that you don't see the Audi take turn 1 first. Look at this, Angelelli on Popes. Oh, no!
It's going to crash.
These two contacted at Infineon Raceway, and it's happened again. Leighton Reese is setting up Phil McClure. McClure responds and blocks that inside run. Now McClure has an inside go on Randy Popes. Side by side at the festival turns. And Pilgrim's gone around, so too has Galati. Here it is from Galati's point of view.
Let's see if he gets hit. Listen. Wow, he was locked up, that's for sure. Heard the tire squeal.
Just 6 points in it. We go on board now. This is Pilgrim getting by Mike Galati.
Mike Galati lost all the speed he had. Maybe when he made contact, he's knocked the toe in or something on that car. Maybe the tires are off. But anyway, there's no speed left in that Audi. On the other hand, Andy Pilgrim's got the hammer down.
Well, it was happy memories at Laguna Seca last year when the late Paul Mumford scored a competition coupe. The Viper stands on top again with Tommy Archer at the wheel. Great drive from pole to victory lane, and Tommy Archer in the 3R Racing Viper competition coupe, victorious in Oregon.
With the win, Tommy Archer made his first appearance atop the GT standings in 2004. Galati and Pilgrim were second and third despite their contact at Portland. Randy Pobst hung around in fourth, and Fast Phil McClure rounded out the top 5 at the midway point of the season. In the manufacturer standings, Audi still held a slight lead over Cadillac, and Dodge made its move on the strength of Archer's 5 straight top 5 finishes. Up next, the GT competitors go north of the border for a double-header which featured perhaps the best racing of the season. Then we'll take a look at the late August trip to Road America. With only 3 rounds to go, would anyone take control in the fight for the championship? Find out when we return. Welcome back. In recent years, Mosport International Raceway has produced some of the best racing in the Speed World Challenge. Its combination of high, medium and low speed pit straightaways give many competitors certain advantages. To round out its 10-race schedule, the GT class ran a double-header on this historic circuit. The passionate Canadian racing fans would not be disappointed.
Moments away. Let's get ready to roll here at Mosport. Angela on pole, but the Audis fly as per usual, and Michael Coleman got a great start in the Porsche.
Somebody in a Viper side did not get a good start, but doesn't wreck anyway.
Bob Woodhouse, that was running a little wide. He's able to bring it back on. Threatening skies above.
Wow.
Fingers crossed in the...
Look at those Audis. Look at the grip they've got on the out lap. That's just turn 2 they're going in.
Galati and Pobst flying on the opening lap from Angelelli, Culver and Lou Gelati. Galati, Pobst, Angelelli. Here comes Pilgrim on Culver now. This is slight contact.
And look inside.
Was there.
That's the problem right there. You're battling with the guy in front and you forget about the guy behind you. Andy tries to get along Culver and leaves himself open, and now here goes Archer by 2. Loses 2 positions. Ron Fellows in clean air from behind turns the fastest race lap so far. He's coming.
Look at this. Angelelli's coming as well. Almost side by side with Randy Pobst. So he's got a little hurry along after that contact with Lou Gelati. Now sideline. Almost. Not quite. Now we see side by side the battle for 6th between Pilgrim and Archer.
The next bump, no question about it. Good bump right there. I think the Audi, at least in the case of Andy. Oh, there goes Phil McClure. Up the inside.
Started this race talking about the storyline of the potential of 6 different race winners from 6 races this year. Almost contact. There is contact between McClure and
save,
Late.
What a save, late Reese.
And Culver went off track at the same time.
The Porsche.
Angelelli has redeemed himself after those mistakes in the past 2 races where he has crashed out, particularly Portland, where he crashed heavy and the guys in the team had to strip the car right back and work so hard to get it here. But nonetheless, 4 points, but it's all about Galati. 2nd win of the season, the first 2-time winner of the season, and it's on right to the checkered flag. McClure almost got by Culver. The battle for 7th a little further back. It's some frustration from Culver's part as well after running a lot further up front. But the race of the year, no doubt, goes to Mike Galati. It's an Audi 1-2 for the champion boys. Well done to them. First race was the best we've seen this year. What have we got now? Fellows lights it up.
Probst in the grass with the Audi on all-wheel drive. It makes up 2 rows.
Impatient, fast, and efficient. Around goes Pobst, and Galati might have got nudged there.
I think he did. I think he got bumped right there by the Viper. Saw a wiggle.
The McCann brothers sharing their starting rows with the Audi there. Pobst has gone out. Whoa!
That's
sideways in the dirt.
Oh man, I've been there before.
Oh, Randy. On board with Michael Galati. Tommy Archer immediately ahead.
The battle for 6th. This is up the straightaway. I'm surprised that Galati hasn't stayed behind the Viper and benefited from the draft a little bit more. Definitely pulls you along up this hill.
These are the 2 at the top of the championship tree. 6 different winners in 7 races, and Ron Fellows becomes that 6th different winner. Wonderful win for Fellows. Congratulations to him. And Lou Gelati picks up his first podium of the year, and Leighton Reese finished with a fine 2nd. Further back in the field, it's not over with yet. Tony Gaples working on Jim McCann. Last corner, last lap.
I thought that was a little optimistic. I mean, holy cow, you can't just take out 20 car lengths in one corner, I don't think.
What happened? Where is Jim, though? Where is McCann?
I think McCann actually gathered it up, believe it or not. Somehow held on to the Viper and got her across the finish line.
Yeah. Round 8 of 10. And the championship is anyone's. Everything from here on in is so crucial, so important. Green flag at the back, lights are out. Galati looked like he got the better of the start. We've lost someone already. It's one of the McCann brothers on the grass.
And there's contact in the back already.
Whoa!
Somebody in the wall, the blue Corvette. And the big shuffle into turn 1. Michael Culver needs to hound the Viper really bad in the brake zones, but then understanding that the Viper, there he is right now to the inside. And
great move.
Great move, no question about it. That's in Canada corner, just outbreaks him. Tommy Archer lets it happen. I was going to say, it's hard to get by Tommy Archer.
Big contact there, but
let's see what happened with this. Oh, this is at Canada corner, and he gets hit. Woodhouse got into the back of him and just hit him, and that's at 160 plus mile per hour. That's why he goes through this gravel trap so quick. Bam.
Whoa, that is a nasty contact.
That's, like I say, that was a top speed, and he got drilled.
This will make things interesting in the standings as well between Andy Pilgrim and Randy Popes as they fight over third spot. The checkered flag is ready for Michael Galati. Third victory in 2004. Wonderful win. The win at Road America and in the first round at Mosport re-established Mike Galati at the top of the standings. With just 2 rounds to go, it seemed he and Archer would battle it out for the title. The third spot was up for grabs between Pilgrim, Popes and Angelelli. Audi extended its lead in the manufacturer standings to 9 over Cadillac, with the pressure mounting on the 2 factory teams late in the season. Chevrolet moved into third thanks to good runs by Leighton Reese and Phil McClure. Up next, it's 2 rounds to decide the titles. Mike Galati and champion Audi were on the verge of the championship sweep. But things were tight, teams were pulling out all the stops. Throw in a major adjustment from the sanctioning body, and you had all the makings of championship drama. Stay with us. Welcome back. Fans of the Speed GT Championship couldn't have asked for much more coming into the last 2 rounds of the year. Audi and Cadillac were going all out for manufacturer honours, while Mike Galati and Tommy Archer were separated by just 12 points in the quest for the driver's title. And adjustments made to Audi by the SCCA made everything that much more interesting. Let's take a look at the final 2 rounds.
It's hot here just north of Atlanta. It's humid for this time of year, and we're ready to go racing. Can Angelelli do it? Let's go! Road Atlanta style. Speed World Challenge GT. And look at this. Galati gets out on Peter Cunningham on the grass going down into turn 1. They're scrambling.
But the Audi with the all-wheel drive, it can get traction out there in the grass too, so that might not have been a bad move, but when they get to the straightaway, we'll see.
It was Mike Galati who went out on the grass. He runs side by side with Peter Cunningham, and right at the back of the field, Randy Popes, the reigning champion, trying desperately to work his way through. And look at this, Robin Liddell running third and pressuring Phil McClure early.
You see these guys driving away. That's a bad sight to see when you're on that straightaway, because they're only halfway down it right now, and those cars are leaving.
Well, let's address this because it is a talking point. Brian mentioned it, and you've mentioned it vaguely, but let's get specific as they dodge for position on the inside. McClure, side by side, now Liddell switches to the outside. Angelelli defends, fast Phil gets it sideways, and it switches back. Now he's got the inside run over the top of the hill. Can't quite get there.
Oh, this won't work. It's 4 wide.
Oh my goodness, they're coming onto the main straight in this portion period.
Oh my, this is...
They need to clear out. Whoa.
What are they thinking here? That truly is not fun.
That could have been ugly. Galati in 12th at the moment, and he's pushing for 11th. He's trying to get by Bob Woodhouse, but look at the power difference.
That's what I'm saying. When that happens to you, there's nothing you're going to do. You just want to drive down. When they leave you down this long straightaway, I mean, it's all over.
Get a little more specific about what the SCCA handed down when they've asked Audis to do with their cars.
The biggest thing they did was they put a 49.4% restrictor in upstream of the turbocharger, so it's breathing through about a size of a quarter then. And that's just what it does. It takes tons of horsepower away. They've taken that away. They've done some other things as well to the weight distribution of the car and so forth, but they've really penalized it, I think, quite a lot.
Whoa, look at this. Wild stuff here. 3 abreast there as Cunningham and Galati go side by side.
I think Cunningham doing his job right there, trying to break this battle up, trying to get Galati all the points he can get.
And it's actually Cunningham who's ahead of Mike Galati. Meanwhile, Robin Liddell has one last roll of the dice. He's got to do it now if he's going to do it at all. But I think he's going to run out of space and time. He will. Max Angelelli will win his second race of the Speed World Challenge GT season. Max the Axe does it in Atlanta. Great work from the Italian. He wins for Corvette. Valuable points in the manufacturer's chase. And can you believe that car held on?
He made it. The engine stayed together. Swell's puffing smoke really bad.
Weens comes back on Michael Galati. He's struggling by the looks of things. Meanwhile, Cunningham races off to get as many manufacturer's points as he can. Down the hill, checkered flag waiting. What a wild last lap. Watch the Audis. They rocket from the line, but particularly further back on the right-hand side of your screen, the championship points leader, Michael Galati, is the one to watch. It's an all-Porsche front row, and look at Randy Post, like a rocket, right around the outside of Mike Culver, and Galati further back in the field is pushing his way through as well.
Now watch down here in turn 2 and stack up. You'll always get some trouble up there.
Michael Galati is already up inside the top 10. Dynamic start for the championship points leader. Cadillac, just like Audi, wanted everything from their drivers this weekend, and Andy was giving it 110% and just went a hair wide.
He locked it down immediately, and that's what saved him. He locked the brakes up as soon as he knew he was in trouble. Watch on board. Drops the rear wheel off. Listen.
Quick reflexes saved him there.
Look at the yellow and blue Viper. That is Tommy Archer, and he is flying. He was back in 14th just a handful of laps ago. Archer now runs 5th. We're approaching the halfway mark as you ride with Tommy Archer, about to put a move on Randy Popes in the corkscrew. Oh, look at this.
Muscles his way by. That's the way you win a championship when you're behind. You can't hold back now. Lose him right up there.
And Michael Galati in the champion Audi has not been able to do anything about this. Galati remains steady in 10th place. And that's not enough for Michael to be in this championship hunt. Checkered flag is out, and you can't ask for more. 2 starts, 2 wins for the German. Wolf Hensler wins it for Farnbacher Racing over Boris said for the ACS Express team. Porsche over Celine. There is Tommy Archer. He is the 2004 GT champion, and Audi clinched the manufacturer's title.
Congratulations to Tommy Archer and 3R Racing on a fantastic season. In a look at the numbers, we see the adage that consistency wins championships holds true. Just 1 win on the year for Tommy, but top 5 finishes in 8 of the 10 races, and he never finished lower than 7th. In a look at the top 5 in the GT class, Archer scored 10 more points than Galati in the final race at Laguna to take the championship by 6. Max Angelelli rebounded nicely from his mid-season troubles to finish 3rd, followed by Randy Popes and Andy Pilgrim. Audi and Cadillac went to Laguna tied in the all-important Manufacturers' Championship, and Randy Popes' 4th place bettered Angelelli's 7th to give Audi the honours. Dodge edged Chevrolet for 3rd thanks to Archer's podium finish at Laguna Seca. Now that we've covered all 20 races in both classes for 2004, we'll look forward to next year's calendar. We've got some new venues on the slate for 2005. Stay with us. Welcome back. Let's take a look at next year's schedule. For the 4th straight year, the season begins at Sebring, but a date with the Indy Racing League has been added at St. Petersburg in April. In late May, there's a stop at Mid-Ohio, while the busiest month of the schedule is July. The only September date is the recently added stop at Mosport, and the season once again draws to a close at Laguna. So that's it for the 2004 Speed World Challenge season, and we look forward to a dynamic 2005. New cars, new teams and new drivers will complement the already outstanding field to prove, just like we said at the beginning of this show, every Speed World Challenge year outdoes the previous. So, goodbye for now, and we'll leave you with images of the 2 class champions.